Holy smoke. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Episode 44 of The Nooner. My name is David Bradley. I am your host. It is 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time. If you are over on the East Coast, then it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The purpose of The Nooner. Hey, thank you for the follow, Joe Hart. Thank you for the streams and the retweets. Nice to see you. Today we're going to be talking about the power schedule for massive success, massive levels of action. Joe, I know you're all about massive levels of action because you're on Meerkat all the time. So who am I? Who's this guy talking to you? If you guys remember yesterday, we talked a little bit about, we talked a lot about how to totally screw up your day, how to have an effed up day. That was the title of the Meerkat. So today we're going to be looking at how to do it right. And we're going to be basing that on Grant Cardone's power schedule. Speaking of Grant Cardone, that is what I do. My name is David Bradley. I'm a sales and marketing manager with Grant Cardone. Hey, Don, what's up, man? Sales and marketing manager for Grant Cardone, who's actually streaming on Meerkat at the exact same time, so I'm competing with him. But that's cool. If you're over there, great. When he's done with that, feel free to hop over to this. And if you missed this thing from the beginning, feel free to pick me up again on YouTube/Cardone Solutions. There's a playlist over there called The Nooner, where I will then put up previous Meerkat streams. So I'm a sales and marketing manager with Grant Cardone. Been doing it for just almost 5 years now. What we do in our company is we go into businesses and we help them increase production, usually to the tune of 15 to 30%, simply by helping them find and then handle missed opportunities. So if that's you, if you've got a business, this is you as an individual entrepreneur, this is you with a small company, this is you with a big company, you want to see some ways that we can increase your production by 15 to 30%, reach out to me. I'm here to help. My email address, david@grantcardone.com. You can also call me direct, 310-777-0352. That number rings right on my desk. And again, that's what we're here to do. We're here to help. Also, I'm the author of a book. It's called How to Stop Smoking Without Killing Anyone. I smoked cigarettes for just almost 15 years, about a pack and a half a day. Could not figure out how to do it. Yeah, hey, that's right, Joe. I'm up on YouTube as well, so you can get restreams there if you missed this. If you got to bounce, that's fine. Hit up youtube.com/Cardone Solutions, and we got reruns up there, replays all the time. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So I smoked, couldn't figure out how to quit. Finally found a way to do it. Finally found a way to stop and not quit. And that's what the book's about, how you can do it too. So you can visit my website, www.stopdon'tquit.com. Or you can call me about that as well. And happy to help you either way. Also, I'm the founder of a hashtag called Rich Man's Gym. This is about home-based strength and conditioning for body, mind, and spirit. Soon to be book, mind you. Hold on. Sometimes you just need to throw a little funk in the mix, right? Bring the energy up. I love that bass line, right? Okay. So look, basically I'm in the help business. Yesterday we talked about what? We talked about how to totally have an effed up day, how to totally screw it up, how to do it wrong, some really bad things to do to start your day, some things to do midday to get it really bad, what to do in traffic to make sure you show up to work totally crapped out. We got really deep into what not to do. So today we're going to talk about what to do, and I'm going to be basing that on Grant Cardone's power schedule. He called it, and if you're not first, you're last. He calls it it's chapter 15. He wrote a whole chapter about it, the power schedule to advance and conquer. Okay, and it's right here. If you've got your own copy, you go to page 158, and you can follow along with me. The other place you can find the power schedule is in his other book called Sell or Be Sold. If you want copies of these, send me an email. I'll show you how to get those real easy. In Sell or Be Sold, though, the title changes to $250,000 Sales Success Schedule. So again, this is the Nooner where we're talking about, and we're dropping noontime nuggets about sales, business, and or life. So if you're in sales, if you've got a business, even in life, hey, Jose Garza, glad to have you. Follow this schedule to create real prosperity for yourself, okay? This way you have a good day, a great day, an amazing day. There's two themes in this schedule. The first theme says, don't go to work, go to work to prosper. Now, what do you think Grant means by that? Because yesterday when I talked about sort of how to have a effed up day, that person, that example I was using, is just going to work. That's all they're doing, right? They just show up and they get through the day, okay? And they do all sorts of negative stuff during the day because they're really just going to work. Collecting a check, punching a time clock, they don't give a crap, okay? Apathetic. You want to go to work to prosper. You want to go to work for your dreams and your goals. How many times have I said that? Right? So we're going to work for our dreams and our goals. We're going to work to create something. We're going to work for a purpose bigger than us. So don't just go to work to work. You go to work to prosper, okay? The other thing that we see that's thematic within this is that time equals money. So imagine this for a second. If you started inventorying your time, if you started treating your time as if it was cash money in the bank, what is a minute worth to you? Okay, because I can tell you a minute to Grant is worth a whole lot. So what is a minute to you? And why isn't it worth the exact same amount that it is to Grant? Okay, do you inventory your time? Do you schedule out your day? And what are you doing within these little blocks of time? Okay, so that's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at Grant's success schedule. I've got it here. There's an article I wrote about this. So if you just Google the Grant Cardone success schedule, the power to advance and conquer, maybe throw hub pages in there, you can follow along as well. But this, I'm just going to read it right off of the article. I'll turn this around or move this over a little bit so you guys can see me. And you ready? Maybe take some notes. Maybe jot down some things that you think, hey, I can start doing that right away. Right? Because everything in here is completely actionable. This is stuff you can start doing immediately to see an increase in your production, in your productivity, and most importantly, in your attitude. Because what does Grant say in Sell or Be Sold? Production yields happiness. And I don't necessarily think that means always about closing a deal. It means you produce product. You produce something. There's outflow, right? And outflow is always going to be senior to your inflow. So how is your outflow? So we're going to look at that big time today, okay? So the first thing you want to do, 6 a.m., wake up and prepare to win. Now what I do when my alarm clock fires off, thanks for the restream, Jose, is when my alarm clock fires off, I got a little note that says, your greatness, don't fight it. It's like the first thing I see when I wake up and when I turn off my alarm, okay? It's the first thing. So when you wake up, prepare to win. Now, if you're spiritual, this would be a great time to take 10 minutes, do some meditation, connect with your higher power. If you're Christian, then pray, okay? Whatever religion you are. This is also a really good time to just connect to your higher power, okay? The second thing you want to do, though, once you've woken up, is you want to write down your goals and your dreams. This needs to be a habit. This needs to be a daily activity. This is literally how you start your day, thinking with, how do I go to work to prosper, and what does prosper mean to me? Right? I've talked about how I want to get a boat now. That's like my new thing, right? And I've got a higher purpose attached to that, okay? You then want to spend about 20 minutes of either exercise or motivational training, okay? So my ritual in the morning is I get up, I connect with my higher power, do a little meditation, I write down my goals and my dreams, okay? Somewhere in there coffee is involved, don't worry. And then I do 6 segments in Cardone On Demand, which is our online training program. Okay, I pop in there, I do 6 segments. This is how I start my day. Wake up, prepare to win, meditate, write down my goals and my dreams, 6 segments in Cardone On Demand. That's those 5 things is how I start my day, and I'm up every morning, 6 a.m. sometimes earlier, but that's how I start, okay? 7 o'clock, Grant says you want to get yourself a healthy breakfast, you want to dress professionally, you want to prepare for success. And the other really cool thing he throws in here, which I think is very, very important, is you want to turn drive time into learn time. Because if you're sitting in traffic, if you've got a commute, what are you listening to? I talked about that yesterday, right? You listen to Howard Stern or whoever does your local AM drive. Not that that's always bad. Sometimes it's kind of fun to like break the monotony of it. But look, what are you listening to in the car? When you get to work, are you motivated and are you on point? Or are you crapped out because you listen to the news? Or in Los Angeles, there's a guy that does the AM drive on AM radio that a little negative, right? And I think the media is in a constant place of keeping you down, keeping you crapped out, keeping you uninspired. So what are you listening to in the car on the way in there? Okay, if you're in sales, listening to Grant's Closer Survival Guide, phenomenal. Okay, when I was selling cars, I used to listen to GC Live. In the mornings in the car on the way to work. So that way when I showed up, man, I was happy, I was pumped up, I was motivated. GC Live is hysterical, first of all, and then there's also some really applicable techniques that he gives in terms of negotiating, in terms of closing. So it's a fantastic program to listen to make sure when you show up to work on time, man, you're not just there physically, but you're mentally and you're emotionally there. Okay, you owe that to yourself and your customers and your employer. Okay, so on your way in, if you've got time, stop by a neighbor, stop by a local business, drop off a business card, say hello. If you've been following Grant for a while, you'll see that every morning he gets up with his kids and they go to Starbucks or they'll go to a restaurant. When he was here in Beverly Hills, I think it was, I forget, but it was a supermarket that had a little Starbucks there. They would go down there. Everybody knew who they were. Okay. The purpose of stopping by somebody's office or a store in the morning is to literally get out of obscurity. Okay, so that everybody knows who you are. Biggest problem of a salesperson, biggest problem of a business is obscurity. Nobody knows who you are. Okay, so use that time in the morning to pop in on somebody, get yourself out of obscurity, stay fresh in people's minds so people know who you are and what you do. Okay, when you get to work, early. Arrive on, not on time. Remember the old saying, right? On time is late. Late is unacceptable, right? Or so early is on time is late, late is unacceptable. Okay, that's you. Get there early. If you got to be at work at 8, I want you there at 7:45 at least. Okay. Then you want to figure out what you can do to get in front of 8. So first time I heard this, this was probably 2010 at a Grant Cardone workshop. So you want to update your battle plan. You want to write down, what can I do today to get in front of 8? So like Jose, you're hanging out right today. You're doing AvoCare. I think Laura does AvoCare. But how can you present your product to at least 8 people today? That's the question you want to ask when you get to work. How do I get in front of 8? What am I going to do? Okay, write that down. Okay, if you've got a sales team, you want to have a meeting now. And you want to have a short 20-minute meeting that's motivational. You want to get everybody there. Okay, and what I had said earlier about making sure that when you show up to work on time, you're not just physically there, but you're mentally and you're emotionally in the game. That's the purpose of that short 20-minute meeting. Okay, it should be motivational or educational, inspiring, and it wants to get people going. Okay, now this is 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 a.m. at this point. All right. Do a save a deal meeting. So go back and look at deals that you're already working. So if you're in sales or you're in business, hey, look at customers that haven't done business with us yet and figure out what can we do to get that deal done. Again, 9 a.m. Okay, from 9 to 12, we're talking massive outflow now. Okay, here's what we want to start doing. Massive outflow means this: you're going to follow up with 100% of yesterday's opportunities or business. Okay, if you sold something yesterday, or somebody came in and looked at your product, whoever you interacted with yesterday, follow up with them. Okay, you want to do another personal visit if you can. Pop out of the store real quick and pop in on somebody else. Again, stay out of obscurity. Nobody does this. Your competition does not make personal visits. It's too hard. It's too complicated. It's too far. It's all that stuff. They don't do it. Okay? Do it. Okay? Send out at least 10 emails with either a video or an article. Just some kind of piece of follow-up. 10 of these things, minimum. Okay? But then you also want to follow that up with a phone call. Hey, I just sent you something. Did you get it? Okay? That's 2 touches. 5 people that you've done business with in the past, reach out to them. Call everybody from last week that you sent material to, whether it was an email or snail mail or a fax. Not like anybody faxes anymore, but every once in a while. Okay. Also, reach out to those same people that haven't done business with you yet and send them an alternative. Send them something different. So if they're on widget A, maybe send them widget B. Maybe we're just not on the right product yet, right? Okay. If you are in a company that requires loan approval or financing from a bank, okay, go check up on and follow up on deals that are waiting to get approved. Okay. This is from 9 to noon, right? Sound like a lot? Yeah, it is. But you get all this stuff done. What does your day look like? It's not even noon yet. Okay, 12 o'clock noon, take a client to lunch. Or have lunch at the office and call clients and see if you can take them to lunch. Now, the lunch opportunity is in this book. If you haven't read the book, you need to read the book. And this is all I'm going to tell you about the lunch opportunity because you need to read the book. Okay? But take a client to lunch if you can do it. Okay? If not, go to a country club or a community. Again, get out of obscurity in the marketplace, right? So whatever it is, if you've got a business, hook up with a country club. If you're in sales, hook up with a country club or some kind of community thing so that everybody there knows who you are. Okay. My guy Ben DeVolder, he's in a network where different business professionals come together and they have breakfast like once a week. And it's just about networking. So if you're not in that, join that and either start having breakfast with them or lunch or whatever it is. But make sure that you're using time to not just fuel up, but to get in front of somebody. Okay. The third thing, which isn't in the article though, is make sure you're tuning into the nooner. Ding. Okay. So if none of those things happen, at least tune into the nooner so you can get some motivation to take you through to the rest of your day. Because that's what I'm doing here every day, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time. Now it's 1 o'clock. From 1 to 5, what are we up to? More of the same. More massive action, more massive outflow. Your outflow is significantly senior to your inflow, okay? So, hey, send out some emails or snail mail to people that you've done business with in the past. See about getting some referrals. Send out mailers to opportunities that are old, that may be starting to fall off. I know in the automotive industry, it's typically a 90-day cycle. So you got anybody that's starting to drip off that you've forgotten about, that you haven't reached out to in a little bit, okay, that's fallen into your obscurity, okay, reach out to them, okay. Send out some information to your friends, right? Another thing we talk about in Sell or Be Sold is you got a power base. You got people that you're close to, work them, okay. Reach out to some people you haven't talked to in a little bit, see how they're doing, catch up, okay, and see about a referral or see if they're in the market. Who knows, right? They're just friends, okay? Send out 5 birthday cards. Now, here's a cool thing that Grant does when he talks about sending out birthday cards. It doesn't necessarily have to be the guy's birthday. What? No. Look, you want to get the guy's attention. You send somebody a birthday card on his birthday, he opens it, he thinks it's nice, maybe it goes on the mantle or somewhere on his desk, okay? And that's the end of it. Send him a birthday card when his birthday is 6 months out, he's probably going to call you. Hey, dude, it's not my birthday. No, I know. How you doing? Just messing with you. What's going on? All right. Hey, remember you were looking at the such and such. Did you ever do anything? No. Why not? Communication. Okay, so send out 5 birthday cards, all right? Do another personal visit. Why not? Okay? 10 minutes of motivational training, okay? Who you are now at 2:30 in the afternoon is very different than who you were at 8:30 in the morning. Does that make sense? Right? So it makes sense to pop back into a program like Cardone On Demand or Cardone University and go back in there and sort of debrief your day. Hey, what's happened so far? Right? How's my attitude? How's my approach? Am I doing enough? Right? Do I need to get more motivated? Did I get an objection earlier that I couldn't handle? And this is anything. So if you've got like a copy of the Closer Survival Guide, this would be a great time to pop back in there. Look for an objection that you struggled with earlier in the day and handle it. Train it, practice it, drill it, rehearse it, grab a partner, do some role play for 10 minutes, right? But do something because you're not the same person. You've had experience now. Your mindset's changed. Your attitude may have adjusted, okay? So pop back in there and do it, all right? 5 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? If you've got appointments, if you've got walk-in traffic, handle that, okay? Write up every opportunity, Grant says. So if you get in front of somebody and they don't see a proposal, that's a mistake. Somebody comes into your business and does not get an opportunity to buy because you didn't ask them to or you didn't show them how much it's going to cost or what it's going to take to do it, that's a problem, okay? So you want to write up every single person that comes in. You make that shift alone, you'll start selling more, okay? Every customer should meet somebody else. Now, if you've got a business, if you're in sales, if you deal with a customer, make sure before you wrap things up that a manager or a fellow salesperson meets them. Sometimes just that interaction can get us to the next step, whatever we just left off on. You need more information on that, give me a call and I can get you on a program that'll show you exactly how to do that effectively, how to do it right, and how to get that cycle down so it's really easy and doesn't interrupt the flow, okay? 310-777-0352 or david@grantcardone.com, okay? So 8 o'clock, let's just say business closes at 8, okay? Go home. Right before you leave, though, I want you to think about what am I going to do tomorrow? Start creating a battle plan, right? Start that now, okay? When you get home, spend quality time with your loved ones. If you don't have any loved ones, then spend quality time getting loved ones. But spend quality time with your loved ones. Maybe you are your loved one, okay? Which means spend quality time with you. Now, what I talked about yesterday, what did I say, right? On your way home, think about going to the gym, but don't go to the gym because you're too tired. Okay, go to the gym. If you didn't work out in the morning, go to the gym now. Work out now. Okay, do something for your body. Take care of your instrument. Okay, spend time with loved ones. That might mean you. You may be the loved one. Okay, so love yourself. Eat healthy. Have a healthy dinner. Avoid negative TV. What does this mean? Unless Grant's getting interviewed, don't watch Fox News. Avoid the news at all costs. If something big's going on, trust me, you'll know about it. Okay, just avoid it. It doesn't help. Okay. Don't watch things like Law and Order SVU. Don't invite some random stranger you barely met to come over and watch Netflix and chill. Okay, don't do any of that stuff. Okay, be healthy. Healthy in body, healthy in mind, healthy in spirit. Okay, spend time with your loved ones if you got them. Okay, and then right before you go to bed, if you've got access to Cardone On Demand and Cardone University, I highly suggest do one segment. You pick it totally at random, but pop in there, do one segment. If not, hit YouTube, watch something from Grant, watch one of my nooners, do something positive right before you go to bed. Why? Because your subconscious is going to be up all night, right? Might as well give it something positive to do, okay? And then the last thing you want to do is you want to write your goals and your dreams down. Again, yes, once in the morning, once at night, okay? Again, you're giving your subconscious something to work on. Out of sight, out of mind. You write your goals down once a year, what happens? Nothing. Becomes a pipe dream that you remember 12 months later. Ooh, I wanted to do that. Right? Okay, so listen, it's a lie when you tell yourself that you don't have enough time. You and I have the exact same amount of time as Bill Gates, as Steve Jobs did. We all have the exact same amount of time in a day. It's what you do with it that counts, okay? You got to maximize every minute of every day. That's how you get to where you want to go. So think about where you are right now. Think about where you want to go. And then what can you do to maximize every possible minute? Now, tomorrow, we're not doing the nooner tomorrow. I'm going to be with clients all day. And the same thing again on Thursday. Friday, I'm on the road, so I will try and stop Friday and do a short nooner. I may pop in and out over the next 2 days just to see how everybody's doing, drop some nuggets. But otherwise, I will see you again on Monday, following Monday, or Friday. Okay, and every single weekday, if I'm not with a client, I'm coming in here and I'm going to drop a noontime nugget about sales, business, and or life. If you missed this, if you're just tuning in, restreams are going to be popping up on the YouTube. You go to youtube.com/Cardone Solutions. Look for a playlist over there called The Nooner, and you can get all 43 previous episodes of The Nooner. They're all there for you to watch, use for motivation. My name's David Bradley. If I can help you in any way, feel free to reach out. 310-777-0352. And I will see you on Friday or Monday. Thanks for watching.